Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to my National Ceiling Fan Day live stream. I'm not going to do the actual tour of my house just because nothing's changed. Look at last year. Only thing that's changed is the fan that's in this room. And this is again, see, is the 56-inch new fan I got from Fanimation from Charles. If this camera wants to stay. Okay, I figure I start the live video and it doesn't want to stay now. There. You happy there? Alright. So, either way, that's what's going on. Hello, Sam Likes Fans. Hi, a channel of radio, fan of video games and more. How's it going? Hope you guys are having a good night. So essentially, I'm just doing this. If you guys have any questions about fans or anything about my collection or, I don't know, some rambling. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm assuming you can. Looks like there's audio going out. So yeah. I didn't do a video yesterday because I had college and work. So I know I have to adult. I got a life. But besides that, love you, Jeep. Thank you. When can we? Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure about that. So yeah. Either way, I did pick up two fans today. I picked up a white 5-blade Hunter original. Nothing too extraordinary. It's clean, so that'll be on eBay this weekend. Then today I picked up a brass and black Hunter original. It's black blades, full brass fan. Different combo, but it looks nice. Also for, I think, $40. That'll be going on eBay also this weekend. Testing videos will probably end up happening Friday or Thursday, depending on how college goes. But yeah, that's about it, essentially, for me. Any guys, any good questions or anything like that? I know I've been on eBay selling a lot of stuff. I'm trying to sell off stuff to actually pay off my Jeep. As of this point right now, I only owe $600 something on my Jeep, so it'll be paid off relatively soon, hopefully by the end of this month. Besides that, that's about it. I don't know. I decided I want to make a video, at least make something for National Ceiling Fan Day. I am selling off some of my collection, not a lot of it. I'm selling stuff I really don't think I need to keep. I just sold, I traded the 19th century I had. Raw iron, I actually picked that up, and I literally just sold it right after I picked it up. How's the baby Sidewire restoration going? It's going good. I haven't done anything really with it, actually. It's just sitting in the garage on the workbench apart. Right now I'm currently cleaning the shaft and bearing out. It's actually not that bad. It's actually fairly clean, which is kind of surprising. But someone definitely did tamper with it. Someone has definitely added new head wires from the coils. But everything looks fine. So yeah, I might see about replacing the bearing, but it doesn't seem like it's that bad once I cleaned it out. It wasn't that bad when I ran it. It was very stiff. Had a lot of old oil, a lot of old grease. But overall, it's a fantastic fan. I had spare switch already in the garage, so I've got an on-off switch for it, snap switch, and yeah, not a snap switch. It's one of the pull chain switches, the one same as it came with. And then eventually, as long as that all goes good, I'll go ahead and repaint it. So, no, it's a very nice little fan actually. I'm very impressed with how it operates. I do need to take care of the blades though. It's next on my list of trying to get them flattened out. That shouldn't be that hard though. It's just aluminum. Just gotta get something with enough weight behind it to flatten them out. So yeah. Speaking of eBay, currently what I have on eBay, I've got some miscellaneous stuff. I know I have that newer Coca-Cola ceiling fan on eBay. It's just on there in case someone wants it. Like I said, it's priced a little high, but if it gets sold, it gets sold. It's not my friend is interested in it, but yeah. Also I got a bunch of the ornate faceplates and bracket sets from the Miami Ceiling Fan Company on there right now. I've got spare glass for Casablanca Spirit of Saturn. I have a black and chrome Spirit of Saturn on there also. It's new in the box, essentially. I have a Casablanca Scandia, which is actually right over there. You can't really see it, right? It's over there. I also have the Automator Airmaster Industrial. I got two of the Chadwicks. Actually, I take it back. I got one of the Chadwicks. One of the Chadwicks literally sold today. I think someone made an offer of 20, and I sent back an offer of 60 instead of 80. And it says it's sold. I haven't been paid yet, so we'll see what happens. So I have to get that all packed and tidy and ready to go. But that'll be my next thing to ship out once I get payment. While I'm here, since I am trying to pay off my Jeep, if there's anything you need to have from me, like if something you see a video of my industrials or some of the Hunter originals I've kept in my personal collection, or something you have to have, let me know. Make an offer. It doesn't hurt to ever make an offer. And trust me, at this point, I'm just trying to pay off this Jeep. And my end goal is to save $5,000 so I can get this thing lifted on 35s and replace the front axle for Dana 44. So that's my main goal at this point. Besides that, I found a lot of stuff. The one thing that kind of irked me really was I was after these Emerson Stratojets for the longest time at this Walmart. Walmart's literally like 5 minutes down the street. They've been in there since I moved here probably 20 or 18 years ago. I've always left my number of managers. Almost on a yearly basis I've done it. And the figures, I was out of town last weekend. The weekend before that. I was in Virginia at a PersonaCon, and of course they had to go ahead and start remodeling. Apparently they started remodeling before that. I had no idea. Either way, I came back to my surprise to find that both of them were no longer installed there. Just the bare junction box. So, unfortunately, it seems like they did get thrown out. Kind of sucks. Now, I did find two more Stratojets, black ones, at a Italian restaurant. It's really odd install. They have this huge outdoor area, and literally in the small section in the middle, there's just two of them right next to each other. It's just weird. They're not out of a door, not nowhere near anything. So I thought that was kind of odd, but it is what it is. But unfortunately, they're not for sale. The manager didn't even want to take my number. So I'll keep an eye on those now since I know where those two are. It'd be a shame if something happened to them, but who knows. I'm still happy. I do have a white Stratojet, but I've been looking for a black and brown one for the longest time. That just hasn't really gone anywhere. It's just weird because I've gotten a lot of very valuable antiques and vintage stuff. I've found so much stuff that I never thought I'd find. I found a chrome 2nd century original. I found two 1930s in black, which I was like, wow. Some of the antiques, I have a Turk. R52s, the R36s and stuff like that. Emerson Roundnose, and some of these Disney 22046s, and then this Westinghouse. Just stuff has literally fallen into my lap. It's surprising because I've never thought it would be this. I never thought I'd find half of the stuff I have. At the same time, I found a lot of stuff that I didn't care for and other people have cared for. I think I haven't taken the tally of last year, but usually I haven't been doing as much this year, but I know the previous years I was probably selling fans to a lot of people, collectors and stuff like that, via Facebook or at Fanimation when I do go into summer trips. But yeah. But I think I haven't done it whole, like I said, I know my first year of me doing that, first or second year of me doing that, I had sold about 150, 140 fans to other people. Like I said, that's because I was literally looking for everyone. I kind of narrowed that broadly just down to stuff that I know is valuable or stuff that I know I specifically want. That's why I still get the Hunter Originals, or I got the 19th Century. I knew it was worth money, so I was like, okay, let me get it so I can resell it. And like I said, it works out in the end, and it's actually a good way of paying off my Jeep. But yeah, National Ceiling Fan Day was yesterday. So there's a lot of videos out there. And a lot of people are showing off their houses and their fans. Like I said, nothing's changed here. Hunter Original on here, the Chrome 1930s. I got the 1930s, the computer room, the custom black and chrome one I did ages ago. I think 4 years ago when I started collecting. I was in the storage room or my sister's room. The 1992 white and brass stone living room. The 1995 white four blade is in the kitchen still. I've got the 2007 Taiwan originals on the back deck. The 1995 brown 3-speed Hunter originals in my parents' room. And then I still have the Hampton Bay, not Islander, I can't remember what it's called. It's that tropical thing. Yeah, so if you watch the video from last year, you'll see it. Nothing's changed. The garage, I have the same setup. I have the 60-inch Dayton still over the main area. And then over my test rig, it actually has nothing on it right now. It did have this 19th century on it. I have the H36 next to it still. I think that's about it still. Like I said, nothing has really changed here. It's all the basic stuff. I just don't change stuff out as often just because I don't have a reason to. I'd like to change stuff out, but yeah. I'm happy to be where I'm at. One thing I'd like is I like a bigger place to install all my stuff. That's something I'm definitely interested in. Coming up, not this weekend, but weekend after that, I'm making a trip down to Fort Myers. I'm picking up, if you remember correctly, there was a butterfly fan I found either this last year or the year before that on New Year's Eve. And it was super cool. I didn't go down for the butterfly fan. I went down because there wasn't Emerson Stroud Jet. So I got the Emerson Stroud Jet, and I happened to get two butterflies and I think a 36-inch DEMC. So I was like, okay, cool. I sold one of the butterflies to Peter Kasane. He owns that one, and I have the one I have here. But the one I've seen now down there actually is complete, has the wall choke control, has the canopies. The original plastic canopies are intact. They're horribly yellowed, but they're still in one piece, which is really good. So I'll be getting that, like I said, not this weekend, next weekend. Coming up after that, I am trying to make a trip to the Palm Coast area. No, West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach, and tried saving 436 straight blades. Never, but they never called back, and they got scraps out of it. Yeah, that happens, unfortunately. See, a lot of places, like I said, no offense to anyone who's watching as a little kid, a lot of places see a kid who's asking about fans and just like, what's this kid asking? And they'll accuse you of off. Like I said, I usually have a better chance at because, as you know, I'm an electrician. I do this stuff as a living, so as it turns out, I can make pretty good deals. Like I said, for these two Emerson Stroud Jets I was trying to get from Pizza Place, I offered to remove them for them or even replace them with newer Emerson Industrials. And they just weren't interested in it, and it sucks. Yeah. Yes, I got you. It's fine. Like I said, a lot of people work, so that's why I'm doing this kind of a late National Ceiling Fan Day kind of thing. Just because, like I said, I haven't had a chance to fully make a video this week. But you do have 200 original videos that'll be coming up Friday. I'll be posting them up Friday after I get home from work once I make the videos. But like I was saying, I am planning on making a trip to West Palm Beach. I haven't been down there in a long time. And as you know, that's where Vintage Ceiling Fans Adam lives in that area. And he takes videos of the habitats every once in a while. I've seen plenty of originals down there, so it's worth it for me to go down there. The other thing that's interesting is there still is a black Hunter 1886 down there. I have found every finish except for the black one. So once I get the black one, I would have had the entire spectrum. So that's going to be cool if I can get that still. It is missing a canopy, so I got two brass ones actually over here. I'm planning on stealing the brass canopy off one of them, the better one, the worst one, and putting that brass canopy on that black one and selling the brass one as parts. So that's where I'm at with that fan. The other option is I might sell the brass one and just give it a shorter down rod, make it seem like it only had one canopy. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. But I said Hunter Originals and 1886 is what I'm planning getting on that. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going because I have other plans going on. I've got a lot of things going on in Tampa. I do have to make a trip to Jacksonville to see some friends again. But that won't be for a while. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. What else? I don't remember what else. There was something else. Oh, okay. I am trying to make a trip to the Tubular Tokes guy. He's in Tampa or something like that. I'm gonna try and see him also. Not obviously, not like I said. I'm probably gonna see him on the way back from my Fort Myers trip because I have to go through Tampa anyhow. See if I can find out if he's working that day, yada yada, all that fun stuff. That's about it though. So it's been a pretty crazy week. I'm kind of bummed about the Stratojets. They are fantastic fans. They're not quite the most powerful industrial, but they are very powerful for what they are. I'd probably say they're probably the most powerful iteration of the Emerson Heat and or Blender fan by a long shot. It beats the K63s, I would say. It beats the newer Heat fans. It beats the Gossamer Wind ones by a long shot. Those Gossamer Winds, they're not bad, but they work just like the Hampton Bay Industrials used to. They work more off pitch. They're not bad once again. Just I prefer speed and the forceful air movement. That's why I have a white Stratojet, and I wouldn't part with it because it's a fantastic fan. Only way I'd part with it is if I was going to get a second one or get a different color one. Yeah. But I am definitely going to start selling off some originals and some other things I don't really care about here and there. Not so much the industrials. I tend to keep the industrials a lot more. I'm going to probably sell a 48-inch Moss Caribbean Breeze because I know I can get a new box one, so I don't need to keep the old one anymore. I'll decide what I want to sell. I know there's a lot of people who are interested in other things I do have. Some stuff I don't feel like I want to part with yet, but we'll see what happens. I have never seen a Stratojet in person. They are just not around. Yeah, they're hard to find. The reason I was talking to Dan Smith and Newman about this, the reason they're so hard to find is because they weren't offered as a fan that residences could buy. It was mainly just commercial or contractors could buy it. So it's very uncommon to find them, especially in a place where people have access to, because they're usually in the backs of warehouses. I did see some a long time ago when I used to work for Albertsons, some 8 years ago. I was picking up some salmon because I used to work for the seafood department. I would pick up salmon from the store, and their back storage area, they had 3 of them going down there where they kept all their stock and storage. So I was like, okay, these are cool. I probably should have tried getting those when the Albertsons chain closed, but I didn't think about it back then because I was like, I got 2 at Walmart. Why am I going to worry about those 3 again? Yeah. But definitely, if you can find them, they're great fans. I fully recommend them. Super easy to work with, and honestly, they're super powerful. I do hope I can eventually get 1 or 2 more in black, but we'll see what happens. I am still looking for parts for a Fasco World's Fair. I have 2 of them now. One I did not win the blade arms and badges to, so I literally have everything else to the fan except for the badges and blade arms. I've got the motor, the camp, all the mounting hardware, and the blades, but no brackets. So that's a thing. I may eventually end up just selling the one for parts again if I don't find brackets. I really haven't found brackets. I thought of finding some antique brass Charleston brackets and drilling them out and making them, the same size, cutting them down so they would fit. But I'm just not sure if that's a good idea, if it's worth it or not. So, yeah. The other thing I'm going to start trying to do, when I got the Miami Ceiling Fan Co. stuff, they did have a prototype 6-blade hub that would mount to a Hunter original. It wasn't drilled out or anything like that, but it is installed. It is a solid piece, and it's ready to get ready to get drilled and mounted. So I may coming up relatively soon, maybe a month or so, attempt to drill it out and find blades for it and try out a 6-blade Hunter original. So look forward to that coming up eventually. It's going to be interesting because it's one piece, so you have to have the blades mounted on this 6-spoke ring and put it up against the fan and then screw it on there. So it can only be installed if the fan has no light kit. You put the light kit on after the fan. So we'll see how this goes together if I get to it. So also I might sell. I do have a Atlas Fan Company thing. I'll probably end up selling just because it's just taking up room. The Fanimation Odin, as much as I like the fan. I never really got a place to test it because it's so huge. Yes, basically like an isolation ring. Yeah, that's basically what it is, except for it has the blade irons attached to the hub, which is odd. But I said the Fanimation Odin I'll probably hold on to. Uh, I've been kind of impressed by that. That's the only fan I really care about Fanimation. And no offense to Fanimation, like I said, I appreciate the museum and everything like that. Everything you guys do, but I just don't feel like it's quality stuff. Hate on me, I don't care. It's just how I feel. That's kind of basically how it is for most manufacturers nowadays. I don't think there's anything that's really on the market that's a good quality fan right now. I work with a lot of newer stuff when I do stuff at commercial residences or at, other things. Yeah, I get no judgment, but I know people will, especially little kids that like some of the newer stuff, Hampton Bay and whatnot. They'll be like that. But like I said, I grew up in the 90s, so I knew at least I had a little taste of what some quality stuff was like. That's where all this stuff is from. A lot of these industrials are from the 90s or 80s, and some of these antiques are even built even better. So, I mean, I've just been so used to finding stuff that's in quality that all this newer stuff doesn't make sense to me. And it's funny because I'll go to my friend's house. There's a friend's house in Jacksonville. I don't think I've uploaded the video on here yet. Maybe I did. I've installed their entire house with Hunter Originals because their house has no AC currently. They're trying to get it working. They have some window units they're using. They're trying to renovate the house, so it's kind of hot. But I put Hunter Originals in every room for them, and what a difference it made. They did have the whole house. I think is like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. I had a living room and stuff like that, but the whole house had only one ceiling fan inside of it. It was like a little sunroom. It was like a 48-inch Hunter Summer Breeze, something like that. And it wasn't bad, but the Hunter Originals, once I put all of them up, made a world difference. And like I said, it's nice because I can show people the quality on these things. Like I said, when I buy Hunter Originals, I bought the brass one just today. A lady was selling it. She put a light up in the room and she took the fan down. And her and her husband wanted to keep it, but they're like, well, it's just going to go in storage and we'll forget about it. So I told them what I do. I restore them, I resell them, all that fun stuff. And they were quite impressed. They actually did take my number down in case I do decide to buy a vintage fan. So yeah, I honestly enjoy what I do. A lot of people see it as kind of like, flipping the market where I buy stuff cheap and sell for a higher price. And that's because I do. I put stuff through its paces. I test it out. I check everything out, make sure it's strong current, make sure there's no shorts and everything. Make sure it's a fan that I would feel comfortable installing in my own house. I don't sell anything that I wouldn't feel comfortable installing in my own house. Simple as that. So, either way, this video is going on 22 minutes. I'm probably rambling at this point. I think I've got 3 viewers, but that's about it for National Selling Fan Day. Like I said, I'll probably end up selling some other stuff. I'm debating on selling my Win 2s up there. I got one in gunmetal, one in chrome. I might sell the pedal. The pedal's in rough shape. It needs to be repainted. I might not. Like I said, there's various things I'll probably end up selling. But I do wish you and whoever else is watching happy National Selling Fan Day. Once again, like I said, I'm not going to go around my house showing everything. Nothing's changed. There's nothing to warrant a tour of the house. That's why I'm kind of doing this live video. So if there are people with questions or anything like that, they're welcome to ask it. So yeah, we got a few questions here and there, but nothing too complicated. Nice. My recent projects right now, definitely the baby Sidewinder. I do have a 32-inch deal I'm looking for blades / brackets for. So far, I haven't had any luck hunting them down. So what I've done is off eBay, I did buy another set of R32, no, 1032 blades, cast iron brackets with aluminum blades. The brackets will fit on the hub, but the holes have to be drilled out a little bit closer, I believe. So I'm going to just drill up the brackets and make them work for the time being. Because like I said, it sounds like those stamped steel blades, still stamped aluminum blades, are very uncommon to come by unless they're still at the fan. So it sucks, but if I ever find the actual blades, then I'll use them. And I'll do something else with the 1032 blades. But as always, I've got way too many projects and not enough time in my hands. Actually talking to a coworker who's asking if I do any video games, so like that. I do play on the Xbox, so like that. But I probably haven't been on my Xbox to give you an idea. I haven't been on there in probably like 6-8 months, just because I've got so much going on with my projects. It's literally covered in dust right here next to the computer. Either way, I'm still rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy National Ceiling Fan Day again, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos and everything else. And yeah, have a good day, guys.